Welcome to the next edition of Wednesday Wrestling Reviews. We get a double edition this week. You're going to get one tonight, Wednesday, and then one tomorrow night, Thursday, to end off 2015. And two more shows I want to kind of review for you guys from 2015. First show on today's review will be on Progress Chapter 24, Hit the North. This is Progress's first show out of the Ritz Ballroom in Manchester. And I went to this show, as I do with almost every Progress show. And overall, I thought it was a really good debut at Progress. Really kind of nice introduction for the new crowd members that have been to Progress before, and I had a thoroughly good time as usual. So get straight to the show. Opener was Bubblegum versus Haskins. This match was really crisp, really precise, just done really well. Really nice story behind it. Bubblegum's a great kind of annoying little kind of heel. Just kind of that guy you just don't like, and he did a great job as per there. Haskins just so smooth. The last couple of minutes of this match were really awesome. Gave us 3 stars in the end. That was a really good opener, really good stuff. And the next match was Ashton Smith versus Kyle Ashmore. This wasn't very good. Not at all, really. Haven't seen a huge amount of Kyle Ashmore. I think in a couple of the matches when it was on the main show in Progress. I can't remember what chapter it was. In the 4-way, I believe. I've seen a bit of Ashton Smith, obviously, from PCW shows I've attended. This definitely wasn't either their best performances here. This is a bit sloppy, a lot of spots that didn't go to plan, and these didn't really look right. They kind of had a bit of an odd feel about them for the most part. Didn't really have much of a flow to it. I think that most of the crowd was really willing them on to make this match a bit better. They tried to get into as much as they could, but we just couldn't as a crowd. Yeah, it was probably maybe the worst Progress match of the year. You could go as far to say. Disappointing, I guess, for those guys. Then we had the 6-man, Gallagher, Mark Andrews, Eddie Dennis against Ligero, Nathan Cruz, and Dave Mastiff, The Origin. And The Origin, a really good faction, really unique faction. Not kind of the typical kind of WB style faction with the kind of guys being thrown together. They kind of really told quite a good story, especially if you watch from Progress Chapter 1 onwards. They're a really good kind of badass heel faction, and I'm starting to take a real gel to them. I wasn't too sure. Maybe kind of a couple of chapters ago they're actually going to click for me, and they have. So fair play to them. And this match was good. Just before you've got the Ciampa Sabre and the main event. It's something else to throw in there. It was quite short. These guys did all their spots. Origin with his badass heel faction. Andrews and Dennis and Gallagher did their dives, and it's a good match. Obviously the finish is there to kind of build towards the Origin being the big heel faction, and definitely did a good job with that. Then we go on to Tommaso Ciampa versus Zack Sabre Jr. And this was a rematch from the Super Strong Style 16 tournament at Chapter 19, I believe it was. And I think this match was not quite as good, I think. I think this match was a lot better live. Like, live, I thought this match was, amazing. I thought it was, one of the best matches I've ever seen, per se, at any wrestling event. It was definitely one of the more physical ones I've ever seen, and I'll remain by that. But on tape it didn't translate as well. I rate matches based on watching on tape and not live. I think live can alter your experience a bit and kind of make you a bit biased because you saw it live. But on tape it's a better way of judging how good a match was. I give it 3 3/4. Live I thought it was 4.5, 4 3/4, an amazing match, and it wasn't as good. My main problem with this match is Tommaso Ciampa doesn't sell very well at all. It's really disappointing because he's got everything else going for him. Great look, some great moves, great charisma. He just doesn't sell. Zack Sabre Jr. works over your arm the whole match, and you then chop with the same arm, and then you do a deadlift up with one arm, and then do a Project Ciampa. That just makes no sense to me at all, and just takes me out of the match. That being said, the match was still really good. It had lots of good moments to it, some good psychology in parts. Before the ending kind of took me out of it completely. But there's some nice bits early on, mainly by Sabre Jr. because he's so good. Some really nice kind of exchanges on the outside with Doc, and the strikes were pretty mental. And the match was really good. I give it 3 3/4. I just thought it was a lot better live. But still a really good match, obviously. 3 3/4 I don't give too often. And it was a good match. And then we move on to Sumerian Death Squad versus the London Riots. And the match was really good as well. 3 1/4 stars I gave this one. Some awesome kind of sequences here. Tommy ended his mental moonsault to the crowd. That was awesome. It's a pretty nice near falls. Ending was awesome. Really like this kind of the way they're going to play the story. I believe they've got the big rematch in like March, and then each of the January, February chapters they're going to do like for example, I think it's Michael Dante versus James Robert Lynch, I think it is in January, and then James Davis, Tommy End in February in the next Manchester show. I'm not really sure why around they're doing the matches, but whatever. Check progress and report if you want more information on that. This match is really good ending, and totally good story, and looking forward to seeing these matches down the line. Marty Scurll versus Rampage problem was okay. Marty Scurll is like fantastic at his gimmick, like he just does it so well. The match was quite short. It was in between like 3 really good matches, so I was kind of quite short to bring the crowd back down again. I'm sure these guys are capable of a better match. Maybe in 2016 at one point we might see a rematch, maybe, especially with Marty Scurll winning the way he did with that what's an umbrella smash on Rampage Brown. But yeah, this match was good. It was alright to good. It was good stuff in there. Marty Scurll was great. Main event: Ospreay, Gibson, Webster. This was awesome. This was so good. People, I think this match is like slipped below the radar slightly because Tommaso Ciampa and Zack Sabre, a lot of people loved that match. This match was a lot better, I thought. It told such a good story, such tight psychology. The whole idea of trying to separate Ospreay and Webster from kind of going at it in the middle of the ring, and then Gibson just trying to separate them, stay on top, and then built really nicely into the big dives by Webster and Ospreay. They were mental. Ospreay kind of landed like a super reverse run on his feet and then did some more crazy moves. The end of this match was so good. I loved the 4:15 to 6:30. This match was awesome. It was awesome. This was so good. This is probably the 3rd best Progress match of the year, behind, I think I have Ospreay Havoc from chapter 20, then I have Haskins, Ospreay, and then this. So this match was awesome. Really enjoyed this thing. Overall, great show. Main event was the best match of the night. Sabre Jr. Ciampa was also very good, and had a good opener, a good tag team match. Definitely check the show out, Progress on Demand. Links are below, and I'll see you tomorrow night.